Todd back to serve first to Jorja Johnson. And this third shot drop, a little windy on Torrey Championship Court. Not as gusty as it was yesterday, but keep that in mind as a factor.
Yeah, we're on Florida. There is a little windy. Trying to crush the middle, Lea Jansen. So I'm wondering, how's the crowd reacting to regular scoring, 1 set till 11? I know players in the locker room, they're all like, oh my God, we gotta be there from the first second. There's no more warm-up period in the match.
Ooh, right in the breadbasket of Lea Jansen, sends it into the net. Columbus surrendering a point to Dallas. That's deep for Tyra Black. One more service try to go for the Dallas Flash, the team in black, the defending champs from 2024. Beautiful setup, beautiful finish. Lea Jansen polishes off a shot she missed an opportunity on a moment ago. Serve back for two to Todd and Jansen. Of course, we're thrilled to welcome our Rock Entertainment Sports Network audience as well in Ohio, watching their local team. We'll be in Ohio next week for our second Major League Pickleball event of the year. And you mentioned the rule changes to... Big drive from Lea Jansen. It counts for their first point of the match. Jansen and Todd opting to play straight up. Had a really close game yesterday against Chanley Waters. Nice spot for Hurricane Tyra Black right at the feet of Lea Jansen, caught in transition. Ball back to Dallas.
Ooh, that's a good move, though.
What'd you like about it?
That she steps into it. If she has a little bit of a pedal drop, I think she's going to stay offensive with that one. But that she takes initiative in the middle, I like that a lot.
Jansen takes control. Here's another look at the play.
That's just great power. Stays short and compact on that forehand side. Love it.
Great.
Oh, and they're rolling.
Yeah, Parris Todd eating up a couple of backhands. Won the setup, won the closer. You talk about all players on the rise and at the peak of their journeys at the moment. Todd winning a title with Hurricane Tyra Black in Texas this season. Nice pressure there from Hurricane Tyra Black, and it was Tyra Black and Jorja Johnson that took home gold at the Cup. Excuse me, the North Carolina Open.
Nice.
Great coverage in the middle. Jorja Johnson on the left, too. What do you think about these two playing straight up, Jorja and Tyra?
I think in North Carolina they played the other way around, if I remember that right.
Stack, yeah.
That just means they can adjust their game so well depending on the opponent. If you're an all-around player, like as they are, then you can play whatever side you want, I guess. What I like with Tyra, she used to be phenomenal in the defense and in resetting, and now she learned to be aggressive but so controlled at the same time. Like her game now all around is so good. Bravo.
What is required of you to develop that all-around game from your professional experience?
I think it's most important to have a solid base first. So if you start with a
pro in her own name as well, and the coach for the Dallas Flash, who we will speak with, Martin, after the gender doubles games are complete. She'll be joining us in the booth.
Nice. That's going to be interesting to hear some insights.
Yeah, chatted with her a little bit ahead of the match as well. York, we'll give you two more. We'll give you a chance to reflect on it. Run continuing for Dallas. I mean, they present so much pressure with their defense and their offense, too, they being the Dallas Flash, Jorja and Tyra Black. Great decision-making, too.
I would like to see that Parris and Lea take a little bit more to the sidelines. These high balls, they're going through the middle over and over again. And in North Carolina, they got exposed a little bit with that.
Is one of the three, so they're down to 2. Also, we'll keep tabs on that for you. And a missed third shot into the net for Dallas. And at least, if nothing else, Columbus slowing down the momentum for now, but they got to go. You'd like to see more work around the perimeter.
Let's see if that is a little momentum switch coming now. Great thinking, Jorja.
What's the key to a good dink? Like, how do you make it offensive?
I mean, taking it off the air, obviously you take time away from your opponent, and then going behind your opponent. Like Lea was covering back to the middle, and she just get right behind her.
What a play from Jorja Johnson on the left. Right to the hip pocket of Parris Todd.
That defense is just amazing.
Yeah, I mean, You said it. You wanted more balls to the sideline. That was what Columbus felt would be effective, and then Jorja hits a perfect reset midway through the rally.
That's so frustrating as an opponent if every ball comes back, and then you tend to do more, then it's over. Wow.
Oh my. Wow. Hurricane Tyra Black with an effortless setup to close. Take another peek. Explain what you see on this play, Martin.
Well, her back and flick, they're reaching in, especially on the female side. No offense, but you don't see that often. They reach in. Like, all the guys do that now. And Tyra just got that weapon in her repertoire, so that's just amazing. Look at her.
Unbelievable.
Just good pickleball.
Has a pro tennis background, but has talked about how pickleball has resurrected her love for just sports in general, and in her life has been so meaningful. She has a lot of fun on the court.
Many of my tennis buddies will hate me, but...
Wow. And game point is sealed there. Dallas finishes to be the first server of game number 2. Columbus in a hole, trying to tie the match series up. That's a nice play. There he is. You ask and you shall receive. Augie has one of the best stories in the sport, too. Was laid off from his 9-to-5 job ahead of last year. Went pro full-time. Nice play by Andrei Daescu. There's the length.
Andrei reads it so well.
Heavy drive from Jorja Johnson. Slides into it with ease. Skip off the tape. Dallas on top by 2 early. Augie was the scorekeeper in the Arizona Pickleball League before he went full-time professional and was just a big stats and math guy. Thought he could help, and look where he is now.
Lefty to lefty.
Nice patient point for CJ Klinger. Daescu upping the intensity on his side. A lot of energy trying to be sparked there. Andrei Daescu, a Major League Pickleball champion as well. Won it with the Orlando Squeeze. Daescu would not be denied. They open up the scoring in game 2. Another peek. What is it about Daescu's presence that makes him such a force after this point?
Well, knowing he never misses. I say that he just missed that one. But
right.
This guy does not miss. Like, in whatever match situation is, his drives are controlled. His returns are always in. You speed up at him, he resets it with precision. Yeah, he has an overall game. He reads it so well.
Good lead.
Great lead.
Not easy. And Klinger gets out of the way. Yesterday, he got tagged. His T-shirt got tagged.
Yeah.
He didn't even know he touched it as the ball was going out.
Ooh, I think the wind took that one a little bit. But guys at home, just have a look how calm these 4 players are. In whatever situation on the court is, the hands are moving, the feet are so calm at contact. There is nothing panicky.
But before the ball's landing, a lot of footwork to get set for that.
Come up from under. Here we go.
Which I think is sometimes lost in translation for rec players back home.
Yeah, you got to move a lot before the ball and at contact, just be so calm. Great defense. Wow.
Jeez. Perfect reset, gets back to the kitchen and back in control. Dallas swings ahead by 1.
Beautiful.
What'd you see?
I see short and compact in the middle. No big swings on the forehand side. That's what I'm learning, or trying to learn from Augie as well. Like, he just stays so calm. Pedal in front. It's a rare mistake from J-Dub.
3-2-2.
Answering right back. The Columbus Sliders don't let Dallas slide ahead any further.
Wow.
Ooh, it's called good. What a play from Andrei Daescu. Daescu was a part of one of the more shocking trades in 2025, transactionally speaking. Take another peek at the play. Look at the way he's
How is he getting that?
Keep it out in front.
How is that even possible?
Don't know. So, CJ Klinger was acquired in January this year in exchange for Riley Newman.
3-3-2.
Acquired Andrei in February from Phoenix, of all teams, in exchange for Jay DeVilliers.
Nice. Ooh. Oh, you missed it.
Just wide.
Oh, but that's a good move.
And so Columbus opted to keep Andrei and CJ Klinger and Parris Todd. And picked up Jansen in the draft. That's wide. CJ Klinger going off now.
I like the energy they're bringing there right now, the sliders. Sideline is firing them up. And that might be a tricky thing for the Dallas Flash. Because their energy is a little bit, I don't want to say lower, but they're calmer personnel. Now, scoring till 11, I think you need to be a little bit more hype.
Three, 3-1.
Jorja Johnson imposing his presence on the courts. Can't go there. Can't go many places on him, though. Let's be honest.
He makes it look so easy.
Yeah, he does. Just back for Daescu. What's the biggest challenge when you're matching up against JW Johnson straight ahead?
3-3-1.
We don't want to play with him. You got to keep it very shallow if you go down the line. But on that last point, especially, you see their tactics is to pinpoint Augie. And as soon as the ball comes up a little bit, to maybe then involve J-Dub. Doesn't work. It doesn't work. Augie is solid. If he keeps that level up, I think a Flash gonna pull that one.
Four, 3-1.
Oof, another one. Popped up too high, and JW Johnson gobbles it up. So where are your targets then? You talk about Augie maybe more the target here, but where do you put the ball in a dink rally?
Keep it to Augie, but then get one or two behind. Maybe one is enough, because J-Dub is hovering the middle there.
But they're not popping anything up, so then what do? Just wait them out?
Yeah, you got to be patient, patient, patient.
5-3-2.
But I think they should go one behind J-Dub just to get him out of the middle again.
Daescu not shying away from the moment, earning his pop-up chance.
So that's his strength. In that hand battle, he still has the eye to just roll one onto the feet. Everybody expects the hard ball, he just rolls it down near.
Three, 5-1.
They stayed patient, and unfortunately just a bit wide, but that's the pressure that Dallas presents at the kitchen.
3-5-2.
They don't give you a pop-up, so they force you to get a little more aggressive with the dink.
Wow.
And there's a pull from Andrei Daescu. Gutsy play. JW Johnson wasn't expecting it.
I feel like he tried something new, something different, just to make a little mix-up. And that's what you don't want to do. You go one down the line and J-Dub reaches in. That has to be so shallow or so far away from him. That's deadly.
So on the ground near the perimeter of the kitchen, about a couple feet in is what you would say,
yeah.
The kitchen.
So going down the line behind J-Dub is very difficult. Gotta be a cross-court one.
Wow, what a shot from Augie. Disguises it well, pulls it at the last second, attacking off the bounce, keeping Daescu on his toes and on his heels on the line. Dallas on top 6-4 at the end change. They'll head super as the universal pickleball rating, excuse me.
Wow.
Wow, a defensive masterpiece once again for the Dallas Flash. Augie on full attack somehow gets his team back to the line.
So, like I said earlier, if Augie plays like that, the Dallas will bring it home.
But remember, you have to put this together over 14 weeks. Each team is playing 5 total regular season events in addition to the mid-season tournaments for 25 total matches in the regular season. And ball back to the Columbus Sliders, and Julie Johnson talked about that. She said the MLP season is a roller coaster. You just gotta have to try and stay steady. Anything can happen, especially in 1 game to 11, per your point at the top of the broadcast. Ride the highs and lows.
And sticking together as a team.
Which is not as easy.
Yeah, exactly, because if some player falls down or off the rails a little bit, trades are happening, right? But if you stick together, I think you're going to be the strongest.
Well, in pickleball, which was traditionally an individual sport, morphing into this team format, not every player is built for that, as well as others. What a setup from JW Johnson. Augie gets the closing touch.
I know that all the players are loving this format, and you see how engaged they are. That is way more in that MLP format than on individual tournaments. I just love this energy.
Well, especially with the condensed schedule this year, you can focus on your team.
Yeah.
Oh, sneaking one through the middle. Doesn't often happen.
Slight miscommunication between JW and Augie.
Well, that was an area that maybe last year early on they had to sort through in the middle there. And they have certainly cleaned up as of late last year, but that causes no points to be earned for Dallas. Side out Columbus.
Wow,
Andrei Daescu, full beast mode, looks to his bench with enthusiasm. Look at him go, Martin. What impressed you here?
Well, how he gets to the transition, calm, and then he just powers it away. That energy, that is Major League Pickleball.
5-7-2.
5-7-2 the score. And just a simple touch to the backhand dink of CJ Klinger lands into the net. Dallas recovers the ball for 2 serves. Reminder, side out scoring, games to 11, win by 2.
7-5-1.
Columbus looking to tie up the match series here. Still got 2 mixed doubles games to go in this match series, but definitely helps when you can go 1-1 at least in gender doubles.
7-5-2.
Yeah, going in at 0-2 is very, very difficult. Ooh, Daescu's coming.
Length into the kitchen is so wicked. Remember talking to the Johns brothers when they had troubles with Daescu and others a couple of seasons ago. You can't get the ball on the ground against him because of that wicked reach into the kitchen.
I think he got the perfect statue for pickleball.
Nice crash. by CJ Klinger, getting aggressive in the middle. Continue your thought.
Now, for his height, he's moving tremendously. I think he's reading the game well, but his footwork for being that tall is really good. And then the long arms obviously help a lot.
37 years old, too. I mean...
That's young for me. Oh, CJ.
Oh. So close to being perfect for CJ Klinger, but yeah, 20 years he's got on CJ Klinger just about.
Could be his son. Could be my son.
Oh, it's deep. What a setup by Augie.
Augie is holding his level very high.
Yeah, he is.
Very good player right now.
Well, especially at the start of last year, he knew he was going to be the target. He knew he had a big load to carry with the mixed double situation, too. Like, you know what you're going to get from Jorja and JW Johnson.
True.
He was the X factor.
And look, he's still the target. Like, they're still pinpointing him about like 70%. But he's totally stepping it up to that level.
He's embracing it. And the guy is a machine, let's be honest. Developed an app to enhance his training in pickleball.
8-6-1.
His master's from Brown.
Yeah, he does not skip leg day.
That too. Through the middle for CJ Klinger. He tested the line a moment ago against JW Johnson. Was wide. There goes middle with success.
8-6-2.
It's deep. CJ Klinger goes to the outer edge of Augie, catches him high on the forehand side.
That patience, huh? There was like a 30 contact rally.
Six-8-1.
6-8-1. Columbus looking to tie it. In this service rotation, that one is deep for Daescu. A 2-point mountain to climb here.
6-8-2.
Oh, what a shot from Augie. Reaches in and catches CJ Klinger 1/2 second behind it.
Yeah, the ding came a little high. I think I could have made that one. No, but I love how calm Augie stays. And so far, he's the match winner for me.
Point.
Good timeout. That's a good call.
Columbus looking to even out the match series here. Not looking too good, though. Dallas on top by 3. Still on their first serve here as well. Sean McMahon and Martin Emmerich in the booth with you. That's a nice pull from CJ Klinger, and was spotted as an out ball by Augie. JW Johnson couldn't get out of the way. 1 hole down, 1 to go for Columbus.
great pull, Augie.
Again, Augie continues to impress. That time a pull from the backhand side. Where'd that come from?
10-6-2.
Perfect timing, perfect moment.
Dallas
Great
leading
disguise.
the match series right now with the women's doubles win on their side. A must-hold situation for Columbus, avoiding a Game 2 loss at game point.
6-10-1.
6-10-1 the score now. Columbus with 2 serves.
I think that was the first time Augie missed a drop since 2017.
Well, he recovered beautifully with that dink winner on CJ Klinger, one of the more mobile athletes. Unbelievable. Take another peek at this, Martin. That's an ankle breaker.
Smart play, just
Wow.
very, very good.
His disguise is next level.
Timeout.
What a great leave.
Ten, 6-1.
Game point number 2 for Dallas.
Second serve.
It's communication.
Yeah, hangs on for one more. Game point number 3 on the paddle of JW Johnson, one of the most talented guys in pro pickleball. Ooh, Augie wanted it. It's deep. Will they challenge it? Nope, he accepts his fate. Decides that it was indeed out. CJ Klinger and Andrei Daescu fight off 3 game points. Do they have enough juice, though, to tie it? With limited time left in the match so far, big serve from CJ Klinger would help. 7-10-1.
That is so good. So good.
How does Augie do that? What's the creation?
He's really staying low throughout everything, so he disguises as well when the speed up is coming, and now he found the left shoulder, the right shoulder of Daescu, and he could not get out of the way. That's it.
What a shot, and Dallas takes the...
Well, it's arguably the strongest MLP mixed team, right? The siblings. I want to see them in the 4th match. I don't want to see them in the 3rd. But the Columbus Sliders, they must believe in their ability to beat them. So otherwise, they wouldn't pick that matchup. I personally would have done it the other way around. But maybe they prove me wrong. Look at Lea's court position. She's holding the sideline, so CJ can really act how he wants.
Well, that lob not going to work against JW Johnson. He's on it. We heard from Julie Johnson a moment ago, the mother of these two, talking about the synergy. They picked personalities that would gel together for the Dallas Flash. Johnson, have yourself an ATP. What a play. Add it to the highlight reel for the Johnsons. Foot fault called on CJ Klinger. Dallas jumps ahead in game 3. Columbus desperate for a game win here. If they win 2 of the...
Dallas, you have 2 free video challenges remaining. Resume play at 3-0-1.
3-0-1 remains the score for Dallas. And Columbus charged for another free challenge. They have 1 remaining.
Hey, George. That foul is in the case right now.
That's the one she's waiting for.
Second serve.
But I just think the Johnson siblings, they will stay away from that.
3-0.
They run into that trap one time, that's it.
Side out.
Shot drop attempt into the net for Jorja Johnson. You can see the wind coming through still.
0-3-1.
Jorja Johnson notches the Ernie. Wow, take another look at this. It was barely available. Only an inch. Look at her go.
Good timing, great timing. Oh, I love seeing that stuff.
Yeah.
0-3-2.
Jorja Johnson playing some high-level, confident pickleball across both leagues.
Side out.
Feathery touch and a side out. Empty trip for Columbus.
3-0-1.
And it's a tough task for CJ too. He almost plays singles against these two.
Second serve. (3-0-2). Side out.
Columbus gets the ball back. No damage done by Dallas.
Second serve.
What are the targets available for Columbus on these two, Jorja and JW Johnson?
It's
so hard to say, isn't it?
There is no gaps. They know each other so well. I mean, how do you not play well with your partner if you have breakfast together every day of the week?
I don't know. I'd argue the other way. At times, I can't imagine it's always easy to play with somebody you spend so much time with. Julie's talked about that.
These two, they manage. And, you know, it's different if you play with your significant other. Siblings, they get it. Like, it works. We had that little situation with Parris and with Hunter, right? They can get in an argument here and there, but if you're a sibling, I think you understand each other easier on the court.
4-0-1.
Like, I could play with my sister. I can't play with my wife.
Ooh, I think it got him.
Hit the head.
CJ Klinger couldn't get out of the way.
(5-0-1). Point.
Not looking good right now for the Columbus Sliders, the home team against Dallas in this matchup.
I had a feeling it would go that way, but not that clear. It's a bit one-sided.
And Jorja Johnson further making that point.
It's one thing that Jorja's on it, but Lea speeds up and then shifts out to the side. For CJ to cover that is just not possible. I want Lea to hold her ground a little bit. She's good enough to just stand her ground.
Second serve.
Spurs from CJ Klinger. They still have one more server, though, to knock off. Jorja Johnson loads up at 7-0-2.
Side out.
The run will end there. What will Columbus do with their 2 service opportunities?
0-7-1.
This is the first of 10 regular season stops on the MLP season.
Great defense.
Second serve. Zero, 7-2.
Big aspect for Jorja, she started working in the gym a lot. She became a real athlete. She was always talented, but I don't want to say on the lazier side, but she trusted her hands, and now she's trusting her body a lot. Look at those quads.
7-0-1.
Also, I meet her in the gym many times, so I know that she's working.
Second serve.
CJ Klinger stands tall in the fight against Jorja Johnson. Second serve for Dallas.
Look how much ground he's covering.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. No problem with it there. CJ Klinger sides out.
Which is nice, but just Lea, help out a tiny bit. Just stay a little bit more in it. CJ is doing a good job, but his load is too big.
Second serve. 0-7-2.
Nice. And again.
It's too much for CJ to take that ball, but they must have a clear communication that he is supposed to take these balls.
7-0-1. Second serve.
Dallas has been stuck on 7 for a moment.
Point.
The tape will help. 8-0.
Eight, 0-2. Point.
Difficult task.
9-0-2. Point.
And we are in pickle territory here for the Dallas Flash to secure a regulation win. They would collect 3 standing points in a 25-match season. What a play, Jorja Johnson polishes off game 3. You predicted it, Martin's match or in Columbus?
That one match.
Okay.
That one match.
Game 4.
All right. Parris Todd and Andrei Daescu looking for the lone game win for Columbus. Augie Gunn, Tyra Black out for more for Dallas.
Beauty.
Opening point stellar for the Columbus Sliders. Parris Todd recently taking home golds on the PPA with Deco Bar and mixed doubles. Has really made some serious strides in 2025. That's deep for Daescu. Ball back to Dallas.
Zero, 1-1. Second serve.
Unrelenting pressure from Andrei Daescu. So now we see the traditional righty guy against lefty guy. You can relate to this because you are a lefty. Would love after this point to get your insight there from Augie's perspective. Oh, Parris Todd hits home the Ernie.
So obviously as a lefty, we have maybe 5 on the tour only. So we usually run into that constellation, and we're used to having to speed up down the line to the guy, or then through the middle. But we're just used to it now. So there's really nothing special to it anymore.
Or in this matchup between Columbus and Dallas. Dallas already winning the match in regulation with 3 games on their side. This is being played for tiebreaker purposes for the season-end playoff situation. Nice pressure from Andrei Daescu, and to Martin's point earlier, it's also nice for the players to get some confidence, even if you're in a match hole like this one for Parris Todd and Andrei Daescu playing together for the first time.
Especially in the beginning of that season. You need to find your groove, you need to get your understanding with your partner.
Nice setup by Todd, putting pressure on Black down the line, letting her partner finish the work.
Three, 1-1.
Beautiful drive. I see their aggression, controlled aggression, getting them through the finish line here. It's an early call, but I had that feeling before, and so far they're playing that way.
Switcheroo, Todd takes the left. Ooh.
Pop that one up.
Too high, and Augie gobbles it up.
Four, 1-2.
Such a smart
Team
play.
up the line from Andrei Daescu.
Five, 1-2.
Good.
Was out.
Just out. Wow.
I like that prep.
6-1-2.
Back to game 4. Columbus Sliders up 6-1 at the end change. Dallas Flash already claiming the match win, and Parris Todd lighting up the sideline of of Hurricane Tyra Black, who she won a gold with this season on the individual tour on the PPA.
Great coverage.
Recovery.
Side out.
That allows your partner to play free if you're Parris Todd and have the coverage and support of Andrei Daescu.
Second serve.
Patience from Augie, but we saw a lot of success on that shot in men's doubles, so can't blame him for going for it on Daescu.
Yeah, that one is a bit more rushed. I think that's due to the scoreline. They were leading in the doubles. There was a bit more confidence and patience. Now the scoreline doesn't look good, and he pulls that with a bit more body movement.
7-1-1. Second serve.
Tyra Black cleaning up the gift.
7-1-2.
The gift because it wasn't fast enough. You're right. I thought the spot was not bad, but it was a bit too slow.
Tyra Black has such natural power to her game.
Side out. One 7-1.
ATP.
Point. Two 7-1.
Nice. Cleanup committee, Hurricane Tyra Black. A wicked backhand attack. There's the raw power ability of Tyra Black. Many consider her to be one of the best athletes across both genders in the game. Wicked speed to her game as well.
Second serve.
Pressure from Andrei Daescu in a good spot, outer edge. The backhand of Tyra Black in the transition area. Augie loading up for serve number 2. Parris Todd. Defense to offense. Monstrous plays across the board. Sliders fans go wild for this one. What a grab there in the middle. Torques it down the line. Sets up the finish on Augie. And right back at you from Augie to the middle of the court. Saw the gap, exploited it. Coming up next for us on Torrey Championship Court, Brooklyn taking on the New Jersey Fives. Brooklyn pickleball team, formerly the DC pickleball team. Nice find for Hurricane Tyra Black. Catching Daescu on the move, attacking the hip.
It's those little things. The speed up is good, but Andrei came up a little bit. If you would have stayed down, he's right behind the ball to pound it back. Instead, he got on top, and then it just clips the lead.
3-7-2.
Spot for Augie. To the corner he goes. Todd bails out, thinking it was going deep.
I think she could not get that pedal on. It went right in the right spot on the right shoulder.
Todd and Andrei Daescu had a healthy lead for most of the way through, but Dallas zeroing in on game 4, looking for the sweep. That's deep.
Side out.
Lunge for it and pulled back at the last second. Side out. Run will end there for Dallas. Here comes Andrei Daescu for Columbus.
Such a great play of Parris.
What specifically did you like about it?
That she covers the court, crushing. She noticed Andrei's drive is a little dipper. It goes low, so the other opponent has to lift it up a little bit, and at that right moment, she's crushing and just finishes that point.
Eight, 4-2.
Same
thing again.
Wicked attack from Todd, yeah.
Wow.
I like when she's playing like that.
So now as an opponent, you don't know where to go anymore. You can only play it shallow, but you can't get it deep anymore.
9-4-2.
Crash style, Todd hunting through the middle with that lethal backhand. Nice reset. Todd, the hero of that point as well. Game point for the Sliders.
She's all over it. You know how nice it is when you have a female partner doing all that stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, that is beauty.
Sometimes a thankless job as the female counterpart in mixed.
Yeah, we always say it's about the guy, but if the female part is so solid, you relax as a guy.
Yeah.
It's very important.
What are the top 3 qualities you look for in a strong female partner in mixed?
Beautiful smile? No. No, solidness. Solidness is the #1. Obviously, if you can handle speed-ups. But, I mean, on that level, they can all handle speed-ups. But just being so stinking solid. See you later.
Second serve. Four, 10-2. Side out.
Side out, and game point #2 for the Sliders.
Touch feet. 10-4-1.
Just deep and great pressure from Tyra Black, forcing the second serve now. Game point #3 for Columbus.
10-4-2.
Good night from the Columbus Sliders in game 4 anyway. 11-4 the finish there, but the Dallas Flash take home the regulation match victory over one of the best teams in mixed. The big win. And Jorja, we begin with you, chatting with your mom a little bit ahead of the match, talking about what Major League Pickleball does for you guys as athletes. And you and Hurricane Tyra Black have found magic together. You and your brother, we know what you guys can do. If it weren't for MLP, maybe you wouldn't have teamed up with Tyra. What is it that you guys have been able to create for this team to be so strong?
Just really good team chemistry, always getting to practice together. We live near each other, so that definitely helps. We're always training and drilling together, working on new things, and that's just the camaraderie that MLP brings to teams.
Mr. Flick Wizard, Martin here. My question for you is, how do you and how is the team managing that pressure, being the defending champion, taking the start of the MLP back at home? How do you guys just deal with that pressure overall?
Yeah, I mean, we know that all of them are going to come out for us extra strong, and we just got to be prepared for it and try and come out with our A game every time.
Has worked so far. Congrats for today's win.
Congratulations, you two. You can catch the Dallas Flash in action over on Grandstand later today against the New York Hustlers at 2:30 p.m. Eastern in just a couple of minutes. We're going to step aside for just a moment. Coming up next for us on Champion.